Hello, hello. Today, we're going to play Control4daze list of Yawgmoth. They have been killing it lately. They're playing a little bit different. The big things are... I mean, it's not much of a difference, right? We got birds here. This is over Dross Messenger, and they play an Endurance over an Evolution. They also don't play Urborg. I guess you don't really need Urborg when you're on the Hapatra plan. So, to sort of show some of the differences, I put this in. This is kind of petty of me. I put this in instead of an Urborg. So, like, if this was my list, it would be an Urborg. I was going to do that for Endurances, but that's a bit much. To be like, one Endurance is different, and that would be the Evolution. But that's a bit petty, so you don't need to be that petty. The sideboard's very different. Not on the 4 Thoughtseizes. A split of 2 and 2. They have a total of 4 Endurances between the whole thing. An extra... They have Haywire Might. He's playing Haywire Might, which, you know... I guess as long as you don't plan on running into Karn, it's better. Shieldred, Necro, 1 Necro. So basically, down on Necros, 1 Go for the Throat. Should be interesting. Should be interesting to try out their list, see what all the fuss is about. They've been having a lot of success recently. I think the shell is so good that, you know, the minutia of what cards, you know, it doesn't really matter because all this is so good. All right, so we're in a prelim that starts in a minute. It's a pretty stacked prelim. Pretty stacked prelim, so I will see you back for round number 1. Alright, here we are for round number 1. No idea what they're playing, but seems okay. Keep no 1-drop, but we are on the draw, so we'll see what got a ways to go here. Okay, just don't be Ragavan, please. Oh, shit. Shit. Off to a good start. Yawgmoth, save me. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Oh, God, I can't look. It's going to be so awful. It's going to be awful. Oh, Ragavan. Oh, Ragavan. Oh, good. They got a 1 Bird's Paradise. Terrific. They just get a treasure token for the rest of the game. That's terrific. That makes me very happy. Alright, well. I guess we're just jamming this Strangergeist into a counterspell. Terrific. Being on the draw and missing a 1-drop against Ragavan is just absolutely miserable. Alright. Well, let's see what treasures Ragavan gets off the top of our deck. I hope they ban this card. Yup. Let's see. Got a Yawgmoth. Well, they hopefully just in time, right? I didn't need that Yawgmoth 2 or 3 turns ago. Good. All right, expressive iteration. Well, if we can resolve a Grist, we're not in a terrible spot. We Grist plus, but they're probably going to look for a counterspell here and find one, and we're dead. Because Ragavan is broken. Oh, maybe they'll play a Drag Rage Channeler. Okay. It would be terrific if they could do both. Which is play Drag Rage Channeler and hold up counterspell. That would make me very happy. Alright, well, that's something. So, let's play this and hope it doesn't get counterspelled. Alright, look at us go. Oh, good, we milled Blood Artist. Well, that could be worse. We probably didn't want to draw Blood Artist, But it is important to note that we did draw the Blood Artist. So let's see what happens here. I have a feeling that our insect is going to be bolted. And they're going to have delirium. And things are going to go poorly for us. Expressive iteration. Okay, cool. Cool. So I don't know how Control4daze sideboards against this. Don't know how he sideboards, because his sideboard's very different. Very, very different. Not that different, but a little different. Have to imagine the Veil of Summers come in, right? Have to imagine the Endurances. Have to imagine the Scavenging Ooze. Have to imagine Children go for the throat. Maybe? I don't know. Well, let's get the insect token bolted. Good, good. It's important. I wonder if they're just bolting me. Well, let's see. They bolted the insect token. Now they kill the Grist. Or are they attacking me? Oh, good. Ragavan gets to hit me. Let's see what Ragavan gets. Ragavan got an Ignoble Hierarch. Oh, good. Goody gumdrops. Wow, they just completely ignored Grist. Oh, they just Unholy Heated Grist. Yep. Yep. I bet they're going to play a Murktide too. That would be terrific. Okay. Alright. Well, let's see. Playing a Yawgmoth doesn't seem too great. Playing a Grist plussing it doesn't seem too great either. I guess we have to just... What's our play here? I guess our play is Grist plus. Like, playing a Yawgmoth just gets Unholy Heated. I guess our play is another Grist. We need things for Yawgmoth to do when Yawgmoth resolves. Alright, so now we're going to plus. And we'll play this to get a Dryad Arbor. But they can't just kill the Grist. But we can go Dryad Arbor, 1-2, play Yawg, have two things in play, right? They can just attack and solo kill the Grist. But that saves us 4 life too. So maybe they're just going after me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Alright, we go to 7 here. Our Blood Artist is dead, so that's unfortunate. Underworld Breach. We get bolted 3 times and we die. Terrific. Terrific. Okay, so let's think. What do we want? What do we want? I think we definitely want this. I think we definitely want this. I think we definitely want this. Right? Now, this is where it gets a little wonky. First of all, I can't believe I have the wrong Force of Vigor here. It's fixed here. Oh well. We could just board in these cards, but they did have Counterspell, but they're playing the Breach version of the deck. So now we need to ask ourselves, what do we want to cut? We could just shave the evolutions for these 3. Call it a day, but I think we should do a little bit more than that. I don't know how he sideboards against Murktide. I haven't watched enough of his videos. I'll confess that. I will confess that I don't know how he sideboards versus Murktide. I have to imagine Veil of Summer is for this matchup. I do believe we can cut a wolf despite getting run over by Ragavan last game. I think we can also shave a Wall of Roots and an Ignoble and cut a cord and bring in... Oh, let's slow down. Let's leave the cord in. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll leave the Hierarch in. We'll cut... I guess we'll cut a Hierarch. I like birds because they can block Murktides, but it seems like they just don't have Murktides. You know, it seems like they're just aggro deck. Let's cut a Cord. Being at flash speed is good, but Cord walking into Spell Pierce is kind of bad. I want to cut Innkeeper, but this is his, you know, his pet card, so I'll leave it alone. Sort mana value. I guess we cut a Hierarch. No, they're not playing. We'll cut a Birds because they're not playing. They appear not to be playing Murktides in favor of. They appear not to be playing Murktides. Oh, goody, Hapatra. Oh, yeah. All right. This hand's a lot better. I mean, if I was playing this, it would be a Giraffe's Messenger. So let's see what difference it would make here. Hopefully we get to resolve the turn 2 Grist. That never works. This thing's going to get bolted. Oh, shit. Alright. So, we turn 2 Gristing. I think we are just going to... Well, we can Grist or we can, like, send the Strangle play this. Grist just kind of dies to this, but I think it's okay to play a Grist here. Plus, they have to commit quite a lot to kill this. So, I would say that if this was the Thoughtseize that I would be playing, I would have played the Stranglergeist and Thoughtseize them this turn. But, we'll see. It's obviously a different card, different strategy. But I would have used this proactively, and I would have gone Stranglergeist, Thoughtseize attack. Consider. Alright. Alright, Ledger Shredder bends. They just need an artifact or a... Oh, they have Delirium. Cool. So get to hit Grist to 1. No big deal. Okay, so... Guess we're gonna plus... I guess we... play... Guess we play Stranglergeist. Like, I'm not gonna lie, being able to be proactive and have this be a Thoughtseize right here would be pretty terrific. But the fact that it's a Veil, which is reactive, is not... I'm not a biggest fan of this. But, you know, if we draw a Yawgmoth, we'll be able to not use the Veil, because we'll cost 4 mana to cast a Yawg, and we won't have the mana to use the Veil. I guess the question is, do I shock and play this, or do I play this and just have the Hapatra? I guess we'll just play the Hapatra. But to be fair, this wouldn't be doing very much as a Giraffe's Messenger. So, it's doing nothing as a 2/2 for 2. But it would be doing equally nothing as a Giraffe's Messenger, I suppose. But we'll see. I mean, we get to attack with it next turn, and if we attack with it, we can put a counter on a thing and get a snake, so that's kind of cool. We can shrink one of their guys. We have a lot going on. I would have liked to have used this as a Thoughtseize to Thoughtseize this Expressive iteration. Would have very much liked to do that. But it's okay. It's okay. We're playing Veils. Alright. Maybe he doesn't board in Veils. But I guess if you pigeonhole yourself and always look at something in the same lens, you'll never grow as a Magic player. And I have a tendency to do that, so let's try not to do that too much. Fury. Oh, terrific. So they get to kill Grist, or are they just 6ing me? Yeah, they're killing Grist. Now they're going to Fury our whole board away. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. My favorite. They pitched an Unholy Heat anyway, so they're going to kill the Ignoble, Hepatra, and an insect? Yep. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Alright. Well, I guess we play this. And the race is on. The race is on. I'm just going to cycle this next chance I get. They're hitting us for 6. We're hitting them for 4. Which is not the best of races. But the fact that this would have been a Thoughtseize if it was my list, I would have been able to take that expressive iteration. And this would be a very different game. But we do have a Veil of Summer in our hand. So, if they cast something blue, we'll cycle it. Oh, good. They didn't. Good. Good, 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 good. Good. Perfect. Well, hard to beat this deck. We drew kind of poorly, a bunch of lands, etc., etc., etc. All right. I'm going to play this land on the off chance that I can, like, Veil into Endurance. And we need to draw an Endurance. Except for they're going to attack us and then bolt us. And we're going to die. A little unlucky. A little unlucky. Maybe I'm supposed to shave Hepatra, not play Hepatra. But here comes the bolt. No bolt. Alright. Can we draw a spell? Well, I guess I'm going to try and play this pre-combat. Maybe they'll counter this. Because it does represent 1 additional damage if any of the things die. Alright, alright. We get to do Veil of Summer stuff? Hell yeah. Oh, we're going to get to Veil of Summer. This is so exciting. So exciting. Alright, so let's cast Veil of Summer. We did it. Drum roll. We can't, we have to draw a Stranglergeist. And a Stranglergeist exactly. Off this Veil. Unholy Heat. What are they? Alright, so this resolves. So they're Unholy Heating this insect token. Don't know. Okay. So the insect token gets Unholy Heated. It's dead. This resolves. We have 1 draw and it's Stranglergeist. Good. A land. So there's nothing we can do. We've lost the game. But we did get to use Veil of Summer, so that was cool. So I guess I can draw here for Birds of Paradise. Chump block. Nothing I can do. I'm just dead. We needed to draw an Endurance. I guess I should have brought in Go for the Throat over Hepatra or something. Yup. So I guess we'll draw a card. And there's nothing we can draw. Cord. A little late to the party. Could have used you a number of turns ago. Well, I'm not going to lie. We had a 2/2 for 2 with no text, which was good. And we had a Veil of Summer that could have been a Thoughtseize. And we could have taken this expressive iteration, which dug them into a fury, and used them. They used it to win the game. So, doing this particular game did not do much to sway my opinions on these 2 cards. But that was just round 1. So we will be back for round number 2. Okay, we're back for round number 2. We're on the draw again. This hand's close. We have 3 1-mana plays. We're on the draw. Right? I guess I'm going to keep it. This might not be a keep, but I'm going to keep. We have multiple turn 1 plays. It's a little sketchy. Misty. Obviously, it's very sketchy. Oh, it's the mirror. All right, it is the mirror. Hopefully it's the mirror and they're not playing Infect or something. Well, it definitely looks like the mirror. Wall of Roots, huh? All right. Yawgmoth. So I guess we poop out our hand too. If they have a Yawg next turn, we're in a lot of trouble. Because they could just trash our hand. I guess I need to get a swamp here. Preserve my life total. We'll go 1, 2, Wall of Roots. 1, Yawgmoth. And Hierarch. Okay. Let's see. We have 1 evolution. I mean, if they have a Yawg, we're in trouble. They have to kill both our dorks. But we can cord for another Yawgmoth and then evolution for a Yawg. We'll see. We have a cord for 1 here. It really depends on what they're up to. Really depends on what they're up to. If they have a Yawg, they have a Yawg, and we're in trouble. But if they don't have a Yawg, it's pretty good for us. We have a Yawg. We have 2 Yawgs in our hand. You have to imagine they kept the Yawg hand. You know, you have to imagine. They did win the die roll, so, you know. These things are good for them. Bad for us. Good for them. Let's see what they have. Well, we'll be back when they make a play. They play land. Crack to fetch. Play land. Crack to fetch. What are they going to get? They're going to get a Dryad Arbor. Here comes a Chord of Calling. Yes. 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 Uh-huh. Yes. Not good for us. Not good for us. That's for goddamn sure. Alright. So what are they going to target? They are targeting our Hierarch. So we can cord for another Yawgmoth and then evolution for a Yawgmoth and then have infinite draw here and wipe their board. I guess we have to do this now. 1, 2, 3, done. Let's get a Yawgmoth. And then let them trash our board. If they kill our Wall of Roots, we'll be in trouble. Which they probably should do. But then they lose their board, and then we can evolution our Yawgmoths away for a Grist. Alright. So, now what do we do? What can we do here? So, they probably have another Yawg in hand. So I guess we have to... 1, 2, 3... Evolution, sack this. Get a Yawgmoth. Alright, so we need cards now. So if we pay 1 life, sack this, they sack it to reset this. But that's okay. We need to sack one of these to get started. Pay 1 life, sack this. Always yield. Target the ignoble hierarch. They sack it to target that. Yes. Yes. We knew this would happen. So now we go sack you, sack you. Now we have to draw endurances and cord. Right? Oh, goody. I don't know what we could actually draw to win this game. But we do have multiple endurances, so I'm going to try and draw a little bit for some endurances. To blank their things, beside you. Okay. There's one endurance. I guess I'm just going to play this Yavimaya. I guess I should be able to find a 1-drop here, right? If this Innkeeper was a Birds of Paradise, we could have played it. But that's okay. Just want a nice 1-drop here. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna... I don't want to have to discard too many cards. We should be able to find a 1-drop. I just want a Birds of Paradise or something. Alright, there we go. Alright. So... now we're going to pass a turn. Discard. 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 Alright. So we have an endurance to stop their bullshit. We don't have our own Court of Calling. But... Urborg. Alright, perfect mana. Urborg Yavimaya in play. So... this endurance should help us. 1, 2. Strangarukite. Okay. So we'll have to... 1, 2, 3. Okay. What are they getting here? Court of Calling X equals 3. Alright. This is going to be a grist. Unfortunate. If they get a grist to kill our Yawg, we'll just draw a bunch more till we can play another Yawg. It's an interesting spot. It's an interesting spot. If they get a draw-off messenger, we have the endurance to, like, blank it, which is kind of neat. Blood Artist. That's not... you don't want to get that. Because I just kill it. Right? We just go... sack this, sack this. We just kill the Blood Artist immediately. This is going to put me pretty low here, though. Alright, so... Folk, the Dryad Arbor... Look at them. Let's get the Blood Artist again. We're gonna lose a lot of life here. Might just be dead. We have this Innkeeper. Am I just dead? I think I go to 1 here. No, I think I just die. I'll just die. Guess I needed to count that out better. Well, good for them. Alright. They crushed me there. Alright, let's do 1. Let's do 2. Let's do 3. What am I cutting? Yawgmoth's kind of lame. Wild Roots is kind of lame. Hierarch? Don't know what to do when I'm keeping these cards. I guess Endurance is kind of lame too. Sometimes it's good, but other times it's not good. Alright. They got us that first game. Blood Artist's pretty good. We dug too deep and put ourselves too low. And just not a good spot. They were on the play and they had Yawg. They kind of outplayed me. They also were on the play. We went too low with our little thing. Died being too greedy. Died being too greedy. You know. If we didn't play the Endurance, they would have just been able to bounce everything. But that sucked. Let's try and just be on the play this time and go faster than them and get Yawg and win the game. Win the game. All right, would you like to play first? Yes. I guess this hand... There's no Yawg. There's no whatever. I'm going to mulligan this hand. Okay, well... Mulligan this one. Alright. I guess we're keeping this. Putting back Blood Artist and Grist. Are we putting back these two? I don't know. This is not a good hand, but I guess we're putting back Blood Artist and we're putting back... Guess we should have a... Alright. Play that. Pass the turn. We're at a disadvantage here. We don't have, like... We're at quite the disadvantage. Oh, well, Grist is back. Wall of Roots. We are very disadvantaged here. When they have 3 cards, they have 6 cards, soon to be. If they play a Grist here. Necromentia. Card's pretty good. That card's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Huh. So, we could play a Strength Root, get aggressive. We could play our Grist, get... I think we Grist here. I think just getting Grist going... It prevents them from being able to play a Yawgmoth next turn. Because if they do play a Yawg, we could just kill it with the Grist. It forces them to make another type of play. I mean, if they go Grist, kill our Grist, that would really suck. But we should be able to kill the Grist on the Crackback. Especially with 2 Strangler Geists in our hand. Like, we should definitely be able to just kill it on the Crackback. But who knows? 1, 2, Wall of Roots. Yeah. Now they have 3 mana here. What do they got? 1, 2, Strangler Root. Okay. Alright. Yeah. I am going to kill this Wall of Roots. Oh. Okay. That changes things. So, what can we cord for? We don't have Yawgmoth. We could get a Shieldred. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 7. We could just go Strangarootgeist. Strangarootgeist. Kill this Wall of Roots. So if they have a Chord of Calling, it's significantly weaker. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if 6 mana. I think I'm swinging this. That doesn't really do anything. They block here. But then they can't evolution this. I'm okay with that. I will attack with this. They want to trade. That's fine. Now if they evolution this, it doesn't come back. Right? This is a lot worse with evolution now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, if they attack here, I think I want a Chord for a Blood Artist. I could go block with the Insect token, Chord for Blood Artist. 3, 4, 5. This might be a good idea. We're going to try it. Block. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. This might work. Let's Chord for Blood Artist. Maybe I was supposed to get Scavenging Ooze, but don't really have much going on here. Unlicensed Hearse, sure. Alright, so they have actual nothing going on. Strangergeist. Being in combat. Being in combat. Attack for 4. Alright. Plus. Maybe this Blood Art should have just been a Scavenging Ooze. We have to hope that they don't draw Yawg or we're toast. Well, there goes our guy. But this kind of scrunches their life total a little bit. Messenger. Okay. Oh, we can't cast this. We don't have the black. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Alright, so if we kill this... They're gonna crew this. I guess we want to kill it anyway. Sacrifice. Sack the insect token. Ping them. Ping this. They should crew here. So this thing becomes a 4. That doesn't seem very good for us. Does not seem very good for us. Would have liked a black here. Not gonna lie. Okay. So we're blocking with insect token. If they attack, they don't attack. We're playing a land. There's our scavenging ooze. That sucks to get that eaten. Now, are we playing this other grist and plussing? I guess we don't really have much better to do. I guess next turn we can kill the Giraffe's Messenger. They'll use it to crew the Hearst. Then we can kill the Hearst. But that means they draw nothing. So I guess we do that. Maybe this is a mistake. We just want to play it in plus. Let's just play it in plus, right? Because if we draw another black, we're just going to want to... play this. Play this. Plus. We just want a wide board so we can, like, slam alpha attack in here pretty quick. The more we give them to draw Yawg, the more in trouble we are. Hierarch. Okay. Black source. Well, that's a black source next turn. We could kill this. Let's see what happens. Sack this. Hit this. They go to 6. They crew this. We swing, 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 swing. They block here. They take 4. They're at 6. They go to 2. We just wait a turn. We wait 1 turn. Alright, if they draw Yawgmoth, we lose. If we draw Yawgmoth, it's very good for us. But we can't because they necroed us. So we have to dodge Yawgmoth for 1 more turn. 1 more turn. Okay. Looks like... let's just necro them. Court of Calling. Alright. We don't have Droffs. We don't have... so... I think we just have them dead, right? If we ultimate, right? What happens if we ultimate? They have to 1, 2, 3 here. This will be 4. They'll take 4. Then we alpha strike. Yeah, alright. Let's just ultimate. Let's see if they have an endurance. That would be the worst. They can use the unlicensed Hearst here to kill 2. Okay. Alright. We just got lucky. We got very lucky that they just didn't draw Yawg. That was all that was. And we're on the play. Wild game. Any changes? No, I don't think so. I think we just run it back. Try to get a little lucky. Try to get a little lucky. Try to have him dodge Yawg again. They did necro us and we lost. But that was very unlikely. I mean, they were 20 cards deep and didn't see a Yawg, so... That's kind of... We got very lucky there. Very, very lucky. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, so this hand's good. This hand's very good. We'll keep. Turn 2, Grist. Turn 2, whatever. Birds of Paradise. I don't want to play this necessarily. There is a chance that we use this on their unlicensed first. So I am going to fetch up an Overgrown Tomb and shock myself here. Just to maybe not have to use this. Maybe that's wrong, but like... Maybe they just drop unlicensed Hearst again and we want to use this. So like maybe we don't... Like if we draw land, we don't play this one. Alright, so... 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Innkeeper. Oh, terrific. Okay. Let's think. What do we want to do this turn? Innkeeper. So if this Innkeeper was a Birds of Paradise, how would that change our play? Not really anything. Alright, so let's play the land. Now, I don't think Grist Plus is the best thing to do. I think we want to just dump as much stuff out of our hand. So I think we go Innkeeper. Sack this. Yawgmoth. Always yields. Hierarch. Alright, we have to hope that they don't have a Yawgmoth. If they have a Yawgmoth, we lose. They'll just kill all our creatures, and we will be in trouble. Yep. Looks like they don't have one. Holy shit. I'll take this. Looks like they have a Court of Calling. So, what do we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we Endurance, pitch the Grist, Court for Yawg, kill everything that they have. Alright. So, let's go Endurance. Pitch Grist. Fortunately, we're not able to get the Yawgmoth here, but... Alright, so evoke. We'll target them. Now, we're gonna go Chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done. We'll get the Yawgmoth. Now... We're gonna go kill your Hierarch. Sack this. Always yield. We still have this Endurance that still is about to die. Looks like they have an Endurance. Okay. So their Endurance comes into play. It gets rid of our Yawgmoth. I think I want to shuffle my Endurance back in the deck. We only have the one in the deck, so I think I kind of want it. So I'm going to kill this Hierarch with this. So I can get my Endurance shuffled back in my deck. Okay, so this Endurance gets shuffled back in. My Yawgmoth's gone. Their Hierarch's dead. Endurance resolves. My Endurance Evoke resolves. Okay. So, let's kill this. There's no way for us to have used this on this with the bounce trigger. It would have just bounced, so we couldn't have killed this. So let's kill their birds. Let's sack our birds. So we have a land drop to make. Okay. This is pretty good for us. We could keep going, but I think just making the land drop is enough. They need a land plus a Yawgmoth. And we have 1, 2. We can necro their Yawgmoths. Right? We could do a lot next turn. So. They have a Yawg. Scavenging is. Okay. Alright. So they have 1, 2 that they can eat here. So. I think the thing to do is just necromancer Yawgs from them next turn. So we don't have to, like... We could just sit here forever, right? So let's go 1, 2, Wall of Roots. We could play these two, but they have the Scavenging Ooze, so there's no point. So let's just necro their Yawgmoths. Okay. So... it's a good match. We got very lucky that they just didn't have a Yawgmoth in Game 2 and Game 3. They kind of got us in Game 1. We a little overextended. We did gain some life off Innkeeper this game, but didn't really matter much. But, yeah, we had him. He was going to let us go infinite with these two. So, I mean, little guy did something. But we just got lucky. They didn't have a Yawg. That's all that game was. They kind of outplayed us in Game 1. They did a lot of math, and we had exactly lethal, even with the endurance. But that's because we drew too much to try and get to that 1-drop. Maybe if I just stopped as soon as I got to the endurance in Game 1, we would have won there. But we did win. Necro didn't do anything in Game 2, but in Game 3, it won us the game. Because, like, they have to draw exactly a Grist to kill this next turn. And then, like, we can draw a bunch of cards, so they're just so far behind, and they won't be able to have a way to deal with this Yawg. I mean, if they did draw an Endurance next, or a Grist next turn to kill this, we'd probably draw, like, 2 cards. We'd probably get to another one of these. Alright, I'll be back for round number 3. Okay, here we are for round number 3. Be on the play. I don't like this. Triad Arbor has to live, and that's bad. We can't have that. Okay, we got Innkeeper. Guess we'll cut one of these. Now let's pretend for a second that this Innkeeper was a Birds of Paradise. It might be a little bit better in this hand, not gonna lie. But we have an Innkeeper. So we won't make a 1-turn play. Ooh. 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 Oh, good. Good. So just play Wall of Roots. Again, just wishing this was a Birds of Paradise so I could progress my board more. If this was a Birds, right? If this was a Birds of Paradise, we could have turn 1. Turn 2, we could have gone the second Wall of Roots. No, it wouldn't really made a difference. We could have gone turn 2, Wall of Roots, 1, 2, play Stranglergeist attack. We'd be a turn ahead, but instead we're just got a bunch of 2-drops in our hand. Awkward. 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 Uh-huh. At least we do have 2 endurances here. Yep. 1, 2, 3. We're going to pop out our graveyard here. So we do have the 2 endurances. 2 Yawg, Sapatra. Okay, still have endurance. They're probably going to surgical Yawgs. That'd be terrific. But this is a perfect start for Krebs. Not so perfect start for us. Alright. So, what's the best way to progress our board? Oh, they're going to draw step surgical. Okay. They're getting Yawgmoth. Yawgmoth, 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 Yawgmoth. Alright. Okay, good. Good, good, good. So they're going to see the 2 endurances. So... Yeah, try and... Just this Innkeeper, we're just a turn behind. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, we'd only have a Bird of Paradise in play this turn. And a Wall of Roots, and this other Wall of Roots would be in play, and this other Stranglegeist would be in play. So if this fucking Innkeeper was just a Birds of Paradise, right? This turn, we'd be untapping with this in play, this in play, this in play. But instead, look at this fucking... This turn is like... Ugh. Not a good one for the little fucker here. Right? We would have turn 1... Turn 2, we could have done this and this. Very different game. But here we are on turn 3, and what do we do? What's our best play? Just a Wall of Roots into... There's no point in playing the Stranglegeist. So now we just play this into... And we'll play the Yawgmoth. We do have... Chord for endurance, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can chord for the endurance now. But they do know about the 2 endurances, so... If we had a Birds of Paradise instead of this Innkeeper, we'd be able to chord this turn while they're tapped out. We could probably get a Grist here and start plussing Grist and try and maybe win with Grist. Alright. So still no endurances. But we gotta wait for them to tap out. Because as soon as if they don't tap out, right? Then okay. What do we do here? Again, Innkeeper not producing mana. Because we could go strength. We could 1, 2 Stranglegeist, tap the Birds of Paradise. 1, 2, 3 evolution, get an endurance while holding up Court of Calling on their turn for the other endurance. But we have a Prosperous Innkeeper that's not a Birds of Paradise, and we can't do that. So, cool. Oh, fuck. So we could, instead of having 5 mana on this turn, if this was a Birds of Paradise, which is these 2 cleanly, we have 4 mana. Because we want to gain 1 life sometimes. Not impressed. Not impressed with this. Just slowed us down an entire turn. Doesn't tap for mana. Just, why? Alright. So let's not dwell on this. What can we do here? We can evolution this. We kind of want to get a Grist and start plussing Grist to try and kill them. While also seeing if we can maintain enough for Court of Calling. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, we can evolution. Alright, let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Evolution. Always yields. We could just die here. We could just die. But I want to get the grist. Oh, cool. Once again, Prosperous Innkeeper not having for mana. We could go 1, 2, pay for this. But no, we have a 1/1 with no text. Nope. Cool. All right. Awesome. We did gain a life, though. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, we gained that life. That'll really show them, you know? Like, not the fact that we could have paid for Spell Pierce if this was a Bird's Paradise, but the fact that we gained that 1 life. Oh, oh man. Oh, man. All right. All right. Vision. So, if we cord now for the endurance, it walks into the Drown in the Loch. But I think taking the risk is worth them not drawing 3 cards. Right? But this does walk directly into the Drown in the Loch. What are you going to do? Oh, never mind. Look at us gaining more life. Look at us gaining life. We gained another life. Hell yeah, we gained another life. 23 now. Sick. Alright. So the other endurance is gone, but there are 3 grists. We still have 3 grists in our deck. So. Alright. Now, the question is, do we this thing doesn't tap for a black because this isn't a Bird's Paradise, so we can't cast a grist if we draw a grist, right? So we have to crack this to get a Verdant, to get this now while they're tapped out. So that if we draw a grist, we could play it and kill these. We might need to just kill these things now at this point. Alright, let's draw... Oh, yeah, let's draw Grist. Besage you. Alright. Yep. Okay. 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 Alright, we want this. We probably want just spells. I like Thoughtseize. I don't know if we want Veil Summer. Veil's kind of good, but kind of not good. If we would have had a Birds of Paradise instead of Prosperous Innkeeper, where it turns faster in that game, and we would come out of the gates a lot faster in that game. But I don't know if we would have won. They had a pretty good hand, but we would have been a lot faster than we were. All right. I guess we're bringing in all these. I don't know. I'm getting rid of Hapatra. I can't. I told myself I wouldn't cut these cards. But I want to just cut this and cut this instantly. Just gone. Let's cut a Yawgmoth. It's pretty low impact. Let's cut Chord Evolution. We don't want to do too much searching. Especially because they showed us Spell Pierce. Right? They showed us Spell Pierce. They're probably playing this list that top-8'd the challenge. So let's also cut a Wall of Roots. we want to keep birds in. Let's cut... Let's play 64. Should be alright. Should be alright. Against Mill. Go a little higher. We have a lot of mana in our deck. So, in this Modern Challenge, right? There's a Dimir Mill list here, played by Unknown, that's playing 3 Spell Pierces. So I have to imagine that they're playing multiple Spell Pierces. Okay. Well, once again, Innkeeper, just looking at us in the face, just... If this was a Birds of Paradise, we have turn 2 Endurances. But it's okay. Endurance isn't that great on turn 2, but, like, just why are we playing this card? To slow ourselves down a turn? But, I mean, whatever. I would very much prefer this to be a Birds of Paradise right here. Birds of Paradise. Turn 2 Endurance to start attacking. Okay. I am going to just send this Strangergeist. I'm just going to start attacking. Innkeeper is just... Maybe we want to get set up for a Chord, but like, jeez. This card's just slow. Just slow. Alright, they got Grist. Mesmeric Orb. Yeah, they're definitely playing that list. Right? Because this is 2 Mesmeric Orbs main. Alright. So we can't Beseiju this thing. Let's see if we draw a 3rd land. 1, 2. There's other Beseiju. It's tough, right? This is tough. We have the Endurances, so... I guess we just play this. We'll play the Innkeeper. We missed out on a life gain. We could have been at 21. But, whatever. Alright. Attack. We could have been at 21 because of this Innkeeper. We could also have a lot more mana this turn, but it's okay. It's okay. We have to watch out for them having an Extirpate for our Endurances in this game. We really have to watch out for that. Extirpate is really, really powerful. Really good against what we're doing. Really good against what we're doing. Okay, Hideaway. We can also Beseiju this Sheldock Isle. Okay, so they got Thoughtseize, Forest, Verdant. Okay. 1. Killing, sure. Alrighty, so we're going to untap. We're going to mill 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Endurance. Well, that's a good draw. I guess we just swing, swing. Swing, swing. I don't think we want to kill this orb. I don't think we want to kill the orb. I think we just want to play the land. I mean, we have 3 Endurances in our hand. You know? So as long as we go slow and steady here, I think we just play this. And... Alright. Mill. Mill. Just slow and steady. 1 Endurance a turn. Alright, well, let's play an Endurance. 1, 2, 3. Cast an Endurance. Target us. Okay. Well, this kind of sucks. Because they're going to get to mill 6 a turn. I guess we shouldn't attack with this Innkeeper anymore, right? That was a bad thing to do. Okay. I have a Soul Guide Lantern too. There's our Veil. Alright, no more attacking with Innkeeper. Ugh. Alright, so we can go 1, 2, 3, evolution this, get Yawg, shoot this. Oh, man. I guess they'll probably exile our graveyard here once we go evolution. But they could have a Spell Pierce too. Let's just attack with these two. Attack, attack. We have 2 pitch endurances here, which are going to be pretty good. There's a Patra. Fatal Push. Alright, I'm going to evolution this little fucker away. Spell Pierce? No. Alright. Let's shoot this. If they crack the Soul Guide Lantern, I'm going to pitch an Endurance. Crack it. Crack it. Endurance. Pitch that. Target me. Alright. Okay. Alright. The key to this matchup is just endurance. It always has been, always will be. I want to bring this in on 1. On the draw. What do we got here? Should we cut anything? 64 is probably fine. Maybe we don't want this cord on the draw. I guess cord's fine. The Spell Pierce is kind of awkward. But 4 endurance is what it's all about. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. No fucking prosperous Innkeepers here. Just good old-fashioned forests. Birds. Keep. Look at this. This is what you like to see. Alright. A Shelldock Isle. Huh. What do I want to start out with? I'm just going to go turn 2 Grist. Turn 2 Grist. Okay. Maybe I don't turn 2 Grist. Would they have a counterspell? No, they wouldn't have a counterspell. Bup, 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 bup. They would have a Spell Pierce. Not a counterspell. Alright. We have an Endurance. Fractured Sanity, sure. Oh, there's our Endurance. We have to be careful with that. If they untap and extirpate us, it's very bad. But they don't have blue for the extirpate. So we're going to Thoughtseize here. Once again, Thoughtseize is just crazy good. Tasha's us? Sure. Okay. Right here, again, this is just the advantage of Thoughtseize versus Veil of Summer. Like, we can just Thoughtseize proactively here and just, you know, let's take a look at their hand. Let's get rid of Extirpate, Archon Trap. Okay, let's get rid of this Extirpate. I don't want to play any of these non-basic lands. I don't really want to give them a target for this. right? Because you can fizzle the target. They do have the archive trap, though. So maybe we just bait them a little bit. Maybe we just bait them. Get the... where's the... oh, it just got exiled. Oopsie. Play this. And then we attack with this. That was bad. I was like, forgot that they did this. I forgot that they did that. That was really bad. It's okay, though. They'll archive trap us. And then we'll endurance it back. Alright. So now let's go endurance. Pitch this. Wait, hold on. We want the invoke first. So we want the invoke. We want it to die. Then we want it to get shuffled back in. All right. So we have 41 cards in our library. They have a Hedron Crab and an Otawara. We have 2 crabs. I mean, the more they mill us. So Yawg. Let's see. Let's play Yawgmoth. Do you want to kill these things, or do you want to just leave it so we can just 18 them? This is kind of a tough call. Let's draw a card. I guess we just pull. Just kill these. Just kill them. All right. So 1, 2, 3. Eldritch Evolution. Sack this. Get Strangleroot. I would get a Dross Messenger here, I think. Sack this. Kill that. Attack. Okay. So we have another evolution for a endurance here. 1 left. Hedron Crab, sure. Okay. Plus here. 1, 2. Attack with everybody. Block there. Oh, what can we do here? We can evolution for another whatever, but how would we lose? We would lose if their final card is Archive Trap. They Archive Trap us and then use the Shelldock Isle. So let's just play this and pass. Just play this and pass. Like, if we do get a Yawg or get a thing or get anything, we just die. Alright. GG's, GG's, GG's. All right. So that was a good match. We lost game 1, but we came out ahead in the end. 4 endurances is just so good versus that deck. Slow and steady. Made a little bit of a miscalculation cracking the fetch that one turn, thinking I could get the basic forest. I should have checked the exile. That was a mistake. But Innkeeper just slowed us down that game. Just completely slowed us down. All right. I'll see you guys for round number 3. Okay, here we are for game round number 4. Playing against Rue. We're on the draw with a kind of a sketchy hand. Kind of a sketchy hand. But we have 2 1-drops. We're on the draw. We can reach a 3rd land. So, it's not the worst hand I've ever had or kept, but... Inspiring Vantage. Goblin Guide? Oh, Lava Spike. Okay. Alright, well, we know what the score is. Let's play birds. Okay. Well, you need some help. I mean, having a Blood Artist is pretty good. They'll probably end up killing the Blood Artist. Worst case scenario would be Eidolon. That's pretty bad too. But we just draw land here and we're all good. Okay, well. Shit. Shit. Helix. Oh, they're just ignoring our guy. That's pretty cool. How low are they going to put us here? They're going to kill our Hierarch? Oh, they killed our Hierarch. Alright, well, that Hierarch just gained us a bunch of life. Let's see if they can get the final one. We'll get it. Just keep playing them. Just keep playing them. Swift Spear. Well, we can't block. Alright. Sorry. You got something? Am I going to whatever? Are you killing this? What's happening? You killing Skullcrack me? Sure. Okay. We're actually not in a terrible spot now. Because now we could go Wall of Roots. Yawgmoth. Okay, next turn. I think we got him. Unless they draw running burn spells. Sunbaked Canyon. Well, I mean, they could draw burn spell, burn spell. Nope. Looks like we got him. Eidolon. Okay, 1. We got a cord here. But then we have to block with our thing that we just corded for. That's not great. Shit. Okay. Block with the Yawgmoth. Alright. Let's see. 1, 2, Blood Artist. I guess he just yields. We could attack with this Yawgmoth. Maybe bait him into attacking. Boy, this 1, 2, 3, 1, yeah. Let's attack. Do some damage. Maybe get them to attack, and then we can play an Endurance, block the Eidolon. I don't know. We're dead to Boros Charm. But this lets us kill them. We're dead to Boros Charm. They won't be able to resist the attack, hopefully. We'll see, though. We could Eldritch Evolution for a Yawg here. But I think we'll play the Endurance, block the Eidolon, or the Swift Spear, one of them. Probably the Eidolon, if we can. Maybe this was a bad attack. Okay. So they'll have to attack. They won't be able to resist. Alright, we'll go 1, 2, 3, Endurance. If they have Boros Charm, we die. Target them. Block, block. Another Eidolon? Okay. Alright, how do we do this? We go... -1, 2... Artist... This... Alright. We kill them next turn. They need 2 burn spells here. Alright, so... We're gonna go 1 Yawgmoth. Chord. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get Yawgmoth. Bolt. That. Okay. Let's get Yawgmoth. Let's see. We can put a counter here, untap, draw land, and get Innkeeper. Right? We could just pass the turn here. Or we could go sack, draw, play land. We just need a land, and then we can have Innkeeper and go infinite. Alright. So now, alright. So now we do this until we hit the endurance. The second endurance. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus the endurance, which I'll just chord for the Blood Artist again. Alright, we got this. Okay. So let's find another Chord of Calling, I suppose. I suppose we find another Chord of Calling. Might as well play another Yawgmoth here. Now, start this, sack this. Alright, so there's the chord. So now we go endurance, pitch birds. So we put evoke this. So we shuffle this back in. Shuffle this back in. Well, Innkeeper did work this game against Burn. But we also got lucky to dodge a bolt thing when we went to 3. We could have sacked and done a bunch of stuff in response. We could do this all at instant speed, too. Okay, so now we go chord. Now we go chord. Chord. 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. We get Blood Artist. Alright. Now this thing dies. They go to 7. Save. Always yields. Alright. Sack you. Sack you. Sack you. Sack you. Alright, so they're dead. Innkeeper did work there, but we were still at like 6 before we did anything. So we were in a pretty good spot regardless. But okay. Alright. Making us do it all. Sack you. Alright. Sack you. 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 And sack you. Okay. We got there against Burn. That worked out. Okay, we want 1, 2. 1, 2. What do we want to cut? Endurance doesn't really... I mean, Endurance just popped off there. Endurance was pretty nuts there. Innkeeper was very good there. Don't think we want this. But I wouldn't... I said I wouldn't cut it. But let's... I don't think we want to pay a bunch of life to make a bunch of snakes. Haywire Might gains us life too. I don't know about this card. Like, on one hand, it gains us 2 life, which can kill the... Which can kill that 2-mana enchantment that you lose 1 life at the beginning of the turn, but it doesn't kill its non-creature. So it doesn't kill Eidolon. So, like, on one hand, it's good, and on the other hand, it's not good. So we're going to try... We're going to cut it. We're going to cut the endurances. 1 endurance, and then we'll play like this. Alright. I don't think we're going to put in the Haywire Might. We're cutting Hepatra, and we're cutting an endurance. And we should just be able to get Shielded here and be good. Shielded is pretty powerful. Alright. We're not keeping this hand, obviously. We can keep this. We'll put back one of these. This is not the best hand. This hand especially does not line up well against this Goblin Guide. Beseiju. Alright. Drew a Yawgmoth. I think I want to get a basic forest here. This bird's probably just going to die, so we'll be able to put this into play tapped. This bird's probably going to get roasted, toasted, and burnt to a crisp. Like this. Yep. Yep. I wanted to save the Beseiju. Alright, so now we're going to play another Birds of Paradise. Put the Overgrown Tomb in tapped. I wanted to save the Beseiju on the off chance that I have to Beseiju an Eidolon, you know? Maybe we draw land, maybe we Beseiju Eidolon. Goblin Guide. Swift Spear. Okay, well, we just got rolled this game. We're drawing... What are we drawing? We're drawing a Yawgmoth. Cool. We lost this game. I guess maybe we could play Yawgmoth, block here. Play Yawgmoth, block here, take 4. That doesn't work. I guess we have to play a grit. Like, playing a Yawgmoth, blocking here. We're taking 3, 4. I guess we have to play a Grist. Plus Grist, double block. Try to get lucky next turn. If we play a Yawg, we're just too far behind, right? They have to do 4 points of damage with these. This way we can double block. It takes us off Yawg, but we can Chord next turn. So let's see. Hey, a land. So let's block like this. Unfortunately, we have to throw away the bird. 5 is a lot different than 4. Okay. Alright, little guy. Let's go, Innkeeper. Let's go. Plus. Okay. Little Innkeeper guy's doing work. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can Chord for. We can crack this, and the Dried Arbor's gone, though. So, alright. Still alive. Boros Charm. We go to 2. Lovely. Lovely. We would have been dead if we played the Yawgmoth, because they had the Boros Charm to put us to 4. I don't know how they don't have the mana to just kill us right here. Alright. Let's loot. Grist. So, how do we do this? We have to crack. We're dead, right? We're very dead. Play this. Then we have to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 here. Done. They have to not have a single spell in their hand. Okay. I don't need to see it. I don't need to see it. They have 3 cards. I don't need to see it. Alright. That sucked. That sucked. What are you going to do? Sometimes you get run over by that. You know, that's just the way it is. Being on the draw against that deck, very hard. Very difficult. Even with Innkeeper, just 3 Yawgs. Not good. Not good, not good, not good, not good. Not great. But having the extra Prosperous Innkeeper against Burn, obviously it's great. Obviously it shines against Burn. Would you like to play first? Yes. This hand is okay. This hand's okay. We get to start off. Being on the play and playing a Birds of Paradise is very good because they're forced to choose. Like, being on the draw and playing Birds is terrible. Being on the play and playing Birds is great. So let's go. Like, we're going to be able to turn 2 Grist here probably. And it's going to be very good. Very, very good. Burn, Bolt, Goblin Guide. Okay, that's perfect. This is perfect for us, right? We hit a land. Now we get to play Crack It, get a Swamp, play Grist. Okay. Swamp. Grist. Plus. Okay. Now we're in a great spot. This is just perfect. This is where we want to be. Because they're forced to choose between hurting us with Goblin Guide or, like, doing something else. The goal here is to get to Shieldred. Right? We want to get to a spot where we can evolution for Shieldred. Before too much longer. Well, we'll see. Maybe we can, like, evolution for Blood Artist and, like, sack a Grist, kill the insect. We'll see what they end up doing here. Searing Guide the bird. Sure, I'm blocking, by the way. They're attacking. Block. We're drawing Wall of Roots, which is perfect. That means we can go 1, 2, Wall of Roots. Crack this. Get a forest. 1, Wall of Roots. Yawgmoth. Plus. Okay. Okay. So next turn we have either Yawgmoth or Shieldred. One of the two. We could even get Blood Artist, really. We should be in a very good spot. Probably going to get Shieldred. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Yawg, maybe Shieldred. Vortex. Alright. Let's see. Now we go to 12. Alright, we're just getting Yawg. Alright, we're going to plus. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Eldritch Evolution, sack you. We're going to get Yawgmoth. Okay, so the second they chord here, they're going to die. So we'll attack with both these young wolves. We'll attack with both young wolves, right? Attack, attack. Attack with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll attack with these. If they crack this, they die instantly. Instant death if they crack this. I mean, it's not instant death, but... Alright, well, shoot this. Sack you. Crack that arid mesa. Oh, they didn't crack it. Sons of a bitch. Son of a bitch. It's an interesting spot. We should have... I guess if we have the Haywire Mite, we could have killed this. But we don't. So... Vantress. Alright. Let's see. We can go to 9 here. We're going to 8. Boros Charm plus thing is fine. I'm going to shoot this Goblin Guide with a Yawgmoth here. Going to kill it. The question is, do I want to sack this one too? Go to 8. I kind of want to use this cord. So maybe I should. Go to 8. Cord for Blood Artist. 8 can't die to Boros Charm plus Bolt. Right? So now we're going to cord for Blood Artist. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Done. Blood Artist. They're probably gonna use Vortex here. Blood Artist. Now we're gonna go to our untap phase. Okay. So we're gonna go to 7. Okay, so we have 1, 2, this is 3, 5, 6. All right. This does 6, which is 9. Yeah, I guess we're going to start off, we're going to attack first. Attack, 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 attack. We're going to attack first. We're going to do 9. Alright. Now I'm going to play this land. Now, we're going to pay 1 life, sacrifice this, target that. Ping. Opponents can't gain life this turn. Target this, sack this, ping. You're gonna gain life off this Blood Artist trigger. Once they spend this mana, so now we're going to crack. We're going to go to 4, right? We're going to get the Dryad Arbor. We are going to shoot. Where's this? Hold on. Let's see. What's targeting what? This is targeting this. This is targeting this. This is targeting this. I think we shoot the Blood Artist. Right? Because this puts 4 creatures in the graveyard. And then we just Grist alt. We proliferate and then Grist alt. Sack that. So if they crack this and bolt us, we sack this and sack this. We shoot the Yawgmoth to hit this. We go to 2, then we go up to 4. And we're safe. If they crack this to activate the Rolling Vortex, doesn't matter, right? Because we have... Okay. Blood Artist dies. Ping them. And then they're just dead to Gristalt. Just dead. Vortex. Yup. 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 Oh, there's a Beseiju. We could have even just Beseiju that thing. Alright. This thing comes back. And they just die to Gristalt. Okay. So, we beat them. What do we think of the list? What do we think? Prosperous Innkeeper did a lot of work in that one game and slowed us down and was useless in every other game. Hapatra was a 2-2 for 2. I don't know. Veil of Summer was not a Thoughtseize. The Innkeeper was good. I mean, it was good against Burn, but, like, we were kind of winning that game already. We kind of had to take a gamble to win that, but I don't know. It worked out in that game, but I mean, we cast Hapatra and it got Furied, and that's about it. I don't know. List was cool. I had fun. I enjoyed it. You know, Burn's always a tight matchup. You always kind of just lose on the play, you know. When they're on the play, they just kind of roll you over. When you're on the play, you just kind of roll them over. Close games, though. It was a lot of fun. Innkeeper, you know, I would probably sideboard it against Burn. But, you know, I had fun. We went 3-1 in a prelim, which is not nothing to scoff at. But I was not impressed with Veils. I was not impressed with either of these two cards. They did kind of what I expected, which is sometimes they're terrific, and sometimes they're amazing, and other times they just slow you down. And they're very situational, and I don't know. Didn't really change my opinion, but it's cool to see the way other people play, and you need to find what works for you and your style. I was not convinced by this or this. The second Endurance, I don't know. Don't know. But it was sweet. It was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Shout out to Control4daze for killing it. Actually, hold on. Let's get back to Control4daze. Well, this isn't the list. But, you know, Control4daze has been killing it. He's been doing a great job. He makes a lot more Yawgmoth stuff than I do. I slack. But, yeah, you know, top 8. Respectable. I think that if we were playing my list, I think we would have beat the Murktide player because we would have played a Dross Messenger instead of a Hapatra. But the game would have been a lot different, and we would have Thoughtseized them instead of Veil of Summered them. But I probably wouldn't even boarded in the Veils. So, like, I only would have boarded in 2 Thoughtseizes, so I don't know. Maybe we could have Thoughtseized away that expressive iteration that got them back in the game, and maybe we could have played Dross Messenger. I mean, they ended the game at 2 life, so maybe if we had a Messenger in play that was harder for them to just Fury away, it would have been a very different story, and they would have died. But, you know, it's hard to say that. But we didn't make a single snake the entire time. What a shame. But, you know, everything's very situational. And basically the story of Yawgmoth is play whatever you like. But I don't like these. If I knew I was going to play against Burn every single day, I'd be like, all right, give me the Prosperous Innkeeper. But, you know, there's just going to be situations where it slows you down, you know, like, and we saw that against Mill, where it was just like, if this was a Birds of Paradise, I'd be an entire turn faster. But instead I had this guy that just, you know, slowed me down, didn't produce mana for the rest of the game, and just stood there like, you know, if you draw both of these cards every 5 times, this card's going to be amazing. Every 5 times, this card's going to be amazing. And it's like, is it worth playing them just to have them be situationally awesome sometimes? I say no. Other people say yes. But it was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.